Secretary for Labor and Welfare Chris Sun has reiterated that employees holding an amber code should be allowed to return to work. He also said the government will carry out a review of labor supply for elderly care homes later this year. And if a shortage persists, new options will have to be considered. Christy Khan tells us more.
According to the government's latest announcement, returnees from overseas and Taiwan who have completed their 3-day hotel quarantine and holding an amber code during their 4-day medical surveillance are allowed to go to work. But this arrangement has soon become open to debate. Some are concerned that employers may prevent those employees from returning to work, citing the risk of the spread of COVID. Speaking on a TVB program, Secretary for Labor and Welfare Chris Sun reiterated that employees holding an amber code should be allowed to resume work, given that they fully comply with all the anti-epidemic measures. He added that self-health monitoring during the medical surveillance period is not the same as the quarantine period. As a result, the sickness allowance under the Employment Amendment Ordinance is not applicable.
If there is an agreement between an employer and its employees that for various reasons the employers does not want his employees to go back to work, then they have to agree among themselves. But the prerequisite is the employer has to pay the employee even if the employee does not have to go back to work.
Meanwhile, Sun said the government is exploring the possibility of increasing the supply of residential care places for the elderly to reduce waiting times. Separately, there have been some suggestions that the authorities should directly recruit non-local care workers to help ease the manpower shortage in the elderly care service sector. The Labour chief, however, emphasized that the government will keep seeking carers locally first, adding that more local training has been provided.
We seek to attract more local workers to join that profession and provide care to the elderly. And the principle we have been adhered to over the years is priority will be given to local workforce. However, if despite our best efforts, we'll still be unable to meet all the demand.
Sun added that the government will also consider other options if necessary. Christy Khan, TVB News.